the question about the logon date of the admin account. So let's navigate back to, let's go to Autopsy and go back to the user account list, and this is our administrator account. And you can see that the last logon count is 0, and even date accessed is blank, meaning there is no record of it on the system. So on one hand, this may be true. On the other, a computer user could potentially modify this information manually. So that's a possibility, but still we need to take a note of this. So when analyzing a logon count, there are cases where the admin account is 0, and in some cases it may be very strange. But here it actually looks fine, because when the user creates an account, their own account, like this account here, after installing the operating system for the first time, they don't need to log in as administrator if the account itself is created with admin account privileges. So since they actually make their ID as an admin account, there is no need to log in with admin account, and security policy prevents the admin account from being used. So the guest account here is also not activated. There is a guest ID in account management in the control panel, but it is not activated. So invisible to actual users. There may be accounts that do exist on the system. So do not be confused by these things, and if you grasp the roles of the accounts in advance, you can perform the analysis later kind of smoothly when performing the repeated searches as needed. Next question, did you find any deleted, lost, or hidden partition? Well, here I want you to look at Autopsy 3 and right here, so I'll just collapse this, and in our data source volumes, you see there is an unallocated item right here, and it only shows under here card files, right? So there's like a long bunch of files. They are identified, but there is no specific directory structure, at least with the ingest modules that I executed on this data source. But if you compare it to FTK Imager 3 view, right here, look, we have a difference. We have something that says recovered partition, and let me now collapse the first partition. So we have the recovered partition, and it seems like FTK Imager is doing better disk reconstruction work, and you see all of this right here. So of course this looks like a pretty decent report on the physical organization of the hard drive structure before partition was deleted. And that's just something that we can take to our advantage. So FTK Imager is very effective in this area.